Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8 o'clock right now when I'm making this video. Figured I'd talk about the fact that Cybl did come down. It is pulling back. So a lot of you were wondering, okay, why aren't you going to chase if it's going to go to the moon, if it's going to run, if you believe in it running in the future, why don't you just buy now? Number one, there's a lot of Discord groups, Telegram groups that jumped in on this play. What does that mean? Is they're jumping in to pump it and dump it. Moon market is one of them, but that's just one. That's just one, guys. There's a whole world out there. It's not just me and moon market. There's a whole bunch of discords out there. People that jumped into this play. That's what brought that huge volume that people were excited about. So yeah, that huge volume came from somewhere. It's from the pump and dump Discord. So now that moon market is out and a bunch of his people are out, I'm sure there's others in there that are going to get out. So I would expect the share price to continue to come down. But I will be buying my first position here, $1,000. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to go big. $1,000 here at 0.015 is where I'm looking to add my first position. My second position, I'll add $3,000 at 1 penny. And then from there, I'll hold off on adding any more. I'll add another 6K for 10K total if it comes down down here. I don't think it's going to break 1 penny though. I maybe we'll see, but usually when it retraces, most of its moved, but not all of it. It shouldn't come back down to 002s. That would be shocking. So that's my game plan, just letting you know. Wait, I screwed up, guys. I was talking into the camera and I didn't even show you the charts. So those are my levels. Again, I'm looking to add small position, little starter at 0.015. Then a heavier position, but not too heavy, at 1 penny, around 1 penny, and then I'll hold off and add the other 6K depending on what happens after that. But again, a lot of you got too excited, way too excited. This is why I didn't jump in. You want the stock when no one wants it. You don't want to be the sucker pushing it up for people. You want to be the one bagging the suckers that chase, like we did here on AITX this year. You want to bag the suckers that chase. You want to buy it down here at 002s when no one wants it. That's what I'm looking for. Eventually, the hype will die down and people will forget about it. No one's going to talk about it. It'll go barcode somewhere because there's no volume, very little volume, I should say, and then it'll start pumping again. Because that's exactly what happened back then. I don't care that the company is... Yeah, it's okay. Yes, it is doing better. Absolutely. I can't take that away from the company. But the stock, when you look at its performance, the company isn't the stock is in the company. You guys have heard of that. Just because the company is doing better doesn't mean the stock isn't going to barcode. It is going to barcode at some point because that's just the OTC. And Cybl is not invincible to how the OTC works. It's not going to suddenly... Again, it wasn't going to go to dollars. Too many people got excited too fast. So those of you who insulted me, of course, I'm going to look at you right in the face and say, what were you saying? What was that? Something about the moon? Something about people are going to miss out? It was a pump and dump orchestrated by a lot of Discord groups. Surprise, surprise. If you took advantage, and I told you several times, you're going to make money if you sell. If you're holding for dollars, good luck. You just end up holding a bag. That's just how it is. So, right now, who's making money is the people that sold. They're not going to stand around and hold it for dollars like idiots. They're going to go, yeah, you can hold it for dollars. I'm taking my 300, 500, 800%. Moon market sold, I'm pretty sure about that. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. Like, it seemed like he rotated his money back into ILIS and pumped that. And he has the kind of following to be able to bring the volume. Obviously, OTC doesn't have volume. Someone brings the volume, it's going to pump. And as I said, expect Alice to be a short-lived pump because it's not a great stock. So, Cybl, again, as some of you like to say, the company isn't the stock and the stock isn't the company. So, we should expect nothing more than the stock to come down and retrace. We're probably not going to get any news until, the earnings, which is on the 15th of next month. So, we still got time. Which means without PRs, you want to know what happens without PRs? The stock just continues to tank. This is a great example of that. I've seen it all. When a stock doesn't drop any kind of communication, it just goes lower. But if it's a stock that communicates consistently enough, it'll bottom out. It'll just go sideways there because people are accumulating for the next big run, be it a 200, 300, or 500% run. Communication is king, my friends. How many of you were upset because they wouldn't communicate during CE? So, hey, look, I'm bullish on it, and I told you I was going to wait. Hopefully, if you've been waiting, and like I said in yesterday's video, hey, if you want to jump in at 0.015 and under, accumulate it, but don't lump sum like 10K right here. Don't do that. You know, just throw in a small little grand and be happy with that, and then when it comes down lower, add your bigger position. The reason you do that way is because if you lump sum all of your position here and then it comes down here, which we would hope it wouldn't, but if it does, now you're holding a giant bag up here, like a giant 30K bag. That's not what you want. Add like a small $1,000 and then 3,000 here, and then your biggest position down here, because that way if it moves from here to here, you added your biggest position down here, so just a small little 25-30% move is all it's going to take to be green. If you do the opposite and lump sum here, I mean, good luck, right? You want to have an average that's low, and the only way to do that is to add small amounts as it goes down at the levels. So I would look for 1.5 to start. That's my game plan. Up to you as to how you guys want to play it. Up to you. But I'm just telling you my game plan. I told you I can be patient. I thought we were going to run more. But yeah, a lot of Discord groups and Telegram pumpers jumped in. So surprise, surprise, they're going to dump it on the longs' heads. And the longs are going to hold the bag. So if you're long, hopefully you learned from this. It's going to pull back. It's always going to pull back. Especially when it's being moved by pumpers, not because of organic PRs. There was no PR. It's just a CE hype and people pumping it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. You're going to make money, again, if you're willing to take profit and then buy back in when it dumps and finds a bottom.